I really wish y'all could see the game that we just played. I dogged this man.
Man, he ain't dog me, bro.
I dogged him, man.
It was a good game.
He took off on me, and I came back like the legend I am. You know what I mean? Cause did what I do. Matter of fact, get my camera right. Show y'all how Mott gonna look when I do him in dirty. Mott, I tell these folks.
Same team when you want to change up. Same team.
Yeah, we can do it how you want to do it. We can do it how you want to do it, Mike. However you want to do it.
The start of a fresh season, but we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt, and it's Gobert in at the 5.
Well, hey, Randall possesses this kind of range. The defense has to at least honor his shot.
Here's SGA. It's blocked by Gobert. Now here's Edwards. Watch by Wallace. McDaniels from long range. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Here's Wallace. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Well, look, just the sheer size of Gobert is a problem in that.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Stan, Rudy Gobert. He can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been named Defensive Player of the Year 4 times, which is tied for the most in NBA history, BA. And he's been the anchor of multiple top-ranked defenses throughout his career.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. SGA with it. Randall's in his pocket. Let's go with a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots. Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
DiVincenzo against Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster, it is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A., guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Now here's Edwards. The 15-footer, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
SGA with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. The Thunder with another miss. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Here's McDaniels. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. McDaniels got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's SGA. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Left side, Edwards. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'd love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Edwards, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Hartenstein off target at the rim. And that concludes the first quarter play. It's Minnesota. They're up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
I'm in a bigger truck.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Wallace and Williams run the wings. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. And it's SGA in at the point. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. It's stolen by SGA. And a fast break now for the Thunder.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you, Brian.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Here's Edwards, following the bucket by the Thunder. And Edwards slams it in.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. SGA with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. SGA against DiVincenzo. Wallace's shot is good.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
DiVincenzo pass to Edwards, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thunder leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Rejected by Holmgren.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector.
Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Randall, good.
Well, Randall doesn't back down from physical coverage. In fact, he welcomes the challenge.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Ooh, strong finish, SGA.
It doesn't matter what the defense does inside. Gilgeous-Alexander was determined to get through.
And stolen by Holmgren. Now here's SGA. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota.
So much of the offense ran through him. Looking at the assist total, we saw how unselfish he can be. And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And SGA throws it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anyone. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's his first trip to the line.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you like the steadying presence a guy like Julius Randle gives a team. He's a reliable and experienced player others can lean on out there.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
And that one's good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Edwards. Ant-Man getting it done inside.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody, and a good...
Yeah, I'll tell you, the fans are on the edge of their seats. They're getting their money's worth, Ernie.
It is electric in this arena tonight. All right, fellas. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Randle and Gobert are in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Edwards finds Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I mean, could this be any easier for Gobert? The rim is right there for him.
And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Dan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row. The most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
Timberwolves trail by 3. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by SGA. For 3, Randle. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot won't fall. Good D by Gobert. Williams against Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Outside McDaniels. For 3, Randle. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense. They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just 1 of their first 4 attempts.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back to you, Brian.
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
They get it back. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
DiVincenzo can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Randall pulls down the board.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
It's scooped up. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Hartenstein. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Again, the miss by Edwards.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Looking at our leaderboard here, last year, the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. Oklahoma City, number 1.
Their defense led to offense, and no team was better at forcing miscues and capitalizing at the other end. Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Outside for Randall. The 3 ball. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here are the Thunder with the ball. They're on a 9-1 run. And it's Randall that time on the assist by Gobert. Randall's got 9 points.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
And stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Williams. Oh, hammer it home.
Nice.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. SGA and Wallace in the backcourt. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Randall outside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and SGA throws it down.
They respond immediately with as much power as possible.
Man, you talk about a heavyweight battle. Both teams landing blows here. Down low. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
McDaniels finds Edwards. There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Kick out to Edwards. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniel.
No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniel's defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, BA, one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
And here's SGA. DiVincenzo with the steal. Randall, right side. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Edwards with it. Watch by Wallace. Oh, he can't get the layup. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Oh, Shea showing no fear inside.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Holmgren against Randall. Edwards looking it over. Got a piece of it. SGA against DiVincenzo. Oh, it drops in.
You're always a threat to blow up. That's what SGA's done tonight.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Randall. Yes, sir. The finish with the jam.
A brilliant dunk. And he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Knocks down the trifecta.
I mean, once he crosses the timeline, you need to pick him up. He can drop it in from way back.
Holmgren there for the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 7.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on. Well, if it's a big spot, Edwards wants the ball, wants the attention. You need that in the league.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. And stolen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander. Randall rips down the board. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Reed. Ooh, he leaves no question. Here's SGA. Now Holmgren. 11-footer is good. And so the Thunder take the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off.
Damn, Mott, the nigga like, damn, Mott, you got to say. I want to get my one more, man.
Eyes up on my whip. Lenses and BM. Eyes don't make no sense. Way back from the north, Misty and Dior, spend it like they owe me.
Cold all day, nigga won't be able to stop. That was you want to do. Cold. Okay.
Ring, do you hear me calling? Me no way, no drive. Do you hear me calling? Do you hear me calling? Me no way, no drama. Not a fighter alive. Do you hear me calling? Do you hear me calling?
Down 4, the big man, number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Nothing quite like a rivalry game. We all love them. Richard, how much extra attention do these games get from the players and the coaches?
Players won't say it to the media, but you know what's at stake. Since the schedule was released, these games have been circled on the calendar by both teams.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Marcus Smart is out there with LeBron James, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Fox, no good. James against Fox. Good defense by Wembanyama. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight, absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries, and with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And James throws it down.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
The 3 for Doncic. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Wembanyama. And the rejection by Ayton. Wembanyama, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama. Now, here's Doncic. Last game with 30 points. And here's James outside. Rebounded by Castle. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Fox, no good. 1:51 left to play in the first. Smart passes to LeBron. Good, and Smart gets the assist. LeBron's got 7 points in the game.
And that's the improvement of his game. You got to guard Bron close at the perimeter. He can be so efficient from out there.
Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Spurs leading by 3. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Well, Castle's showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for San Antonio.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Nuggets. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Doncic with it, now guarded by Fox, and they double up Doncic. Ayton kicks to Doncic. Kicks it out to James. Just 4 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the bucket. Wembanyama's got 12.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with... Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the 4-man position. That's the San Antonio 5. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Kevin, back to you.
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Then one on Castle.
I love how aggressive Reeves is. He does not shy away from contact.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. And that one's good, Ayton.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Wembanyama, no good. Lakers trail by 9. In the corner, Smart with it. And here's James outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Castle. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Castle's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs. And here is Ayton. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
LeBron passes to Ayton. The rebound by the Spurs. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
Now, here's Fox. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And the rejection by Wembanyama. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. To the inside, here's Ayton.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Vassell outside. And a miss there on the triple. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
James with it. A 17-point game for him in the win against Denver.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Now, here's Vassell after LeBron James's miss. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic dishes to James. James absolutely owning the inside.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And stolen by Ayton. He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break.
Well, they need to shore up a few things. I mean, one of the things is rebounding, and they're just getting out-hustled.
And out-muscled and out-tussled. Can't let that happen to you.
And now, how about a peek at the Western Conference? That is more than enough of us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
So for the Lakers right now, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. LeBron James is out there with Smart, and it's Ayton in at the center.
When Fox gets it on the break, it is a wrap. He might be the fastest guy in the league.
De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
And the basket by Vassell.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Ayton. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Ayton's got 6.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
From deep, Reeves. The rebound by the Spurs.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Champagny. Spurs leading by 16. And it's Vassell in the corner. Clock at 4, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for LeBron James. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. In the corner, it's James. Oh, the shot is pure from LeBron.
I like how fast Bond makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
Here's Fox, and the shot is long.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And for their matchup with the Magic, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
I don't think there's a team out there that doesn't want a player like Austin Reeves. This is a guy who is willing to sacrifice on both ends of the floor.
And they double up Doncic. Tips it. Kicks it out to James. Just 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. At over 40 years old, Richard, the way LeBron James is still able to impact the game is absolutely incredible.
And just for context, through NBA history, the averages for a player once he turns 40 are 6 points and 3 rebounds. LeBron is blowing that out of the water.
Fox against Doncic. Here's Ayton, and a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. San Antonio leading by 10. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Reeves outside. Back to Smart. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Number 1, the Spurs. In 3rd, the Lakers.
And both of these teams are really lighting it up from long range, shooting with tremendous confidence. This is a great game to watch, and you almost have to expect a shootout when they meet.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC, another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
The 3, a rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Doncic with it, now guarded by Fox. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Castle misses. Lakers trail by 16. Pass to Smart. LeBron outside. Oh, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And that one is stuffed right through.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5. Doncic looking it over. It's stolen. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The wide open look here for Fox. Gets an open look and hits. Fox has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Spurs. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Fox against Doncic. Fox kicks to Vassell. Here's Champagnie. Misses the 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Doncic outside. Picked off by Doncic.
Stunning the crowd and the defense with that one. What a show from Doncic.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now Ayton. On the wing, Reed. Castle covering, 4 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. Spurs leading by 15. Fox with it. He's picked up by Doncic. The shot is good.
A monster night for Fox. You can call him a point guard. I call him a scoring guard because that's what De'Aaron brings.
Now Ayton. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Fox. Doncic there for the rebound. Lakers trail by 15.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
On the wing, James. Here's Ayton. James outside. Fantastic work inside by LeBron.
Oh, man, LeBron, just big boy basketball on full display.
James, no good on the free throw. Still doing it at this age. Richard, remarkable stuff for LeBron James.
I wasn't sure the day would ever come that we'd actually see him playing on an NBA court with his son Brian. Back when I was playing with LeBron, it seemed like a bit of a dream. At this point in time for Reeves, this is just a reflex. He knew he had it the moment he had the ball.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Down by 12. It's Doncic battling down low.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, there will be a win by a large margin for the Spurs.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
That free throw good from Doncic.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Fox! That one dropped!
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
A deep 3. No good. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, me and you, but I'm talking about that nigga whooped me bad, but I ain't gonna.
I whooped you bad.
But see, then now, check this out though. Greg whooped me, but I ain't gonna lie, I really thought Greg couldn't play. You know how folks be playing, but they act like they don't really know how to play like that.
Right.
So you don't go hard as you're supposed to.
Yeah, you give him a little leeway.
Bro, that nigga
and he took off with it.
That nigga whooped me so bad, bro. That nigga whooped me probably about 18, 17 points.
Yeah.
Then he was doing plays like Like I don't like playing niggas. I really don't. I can't. You can play how you want to play. I'm just saying I don't really like that though.
Yeah.
Like that nigga Greg was like calling motherfuckers to come. You know, it's like have a nigga run over there like in a certain spot, and then it's just the way it like they.